What's it like to bike in China? You can find an almost free bike on the streets. There are 3 different colors: green, blue, and yellow. Each is a different company. Let's take a look at the green bike. They have a nice seat, strong and large frame. The basket is large enough for a backpack, but the sides are kind of low. To ride it, open up the Didi app and use the scanner. Scan the bike. There are QR codes on the front and back. The scanner has a flashlight option for when it's dark. The green bike starts off with a charge of 1.5 to 1.8 RMB depending on the day. Usually it's cheaper on the weekdays. Then you get charged an additional 1 RMB every 15 minutes. You can also do plans for 7 days, 15 days, and 30 days. I like the 30 rides in 30 days plan. For the green bike, that costs between 14 and 18 RMB. Now, what about the blue bike? The older ones have a small frame and a very uncomfortable seat. They also have more wear and tear on them. Some of the newer ones are better if you're lucky to find one. To ride it, there's a different app called Low, and it's completely in Chinese. There's no English option. Click the bike icon, then scan just like Didi. The blue bike does have rewards for cheaper prices as you level up. You also get carbon points by riding the bike, and they can also be turned in for plans or rides. I'm currently level 3 and 800 points away from max level. I've done 92 rides for 295 kilometers. The plans for the blue bike are also cheaper than the green bike. For example, the 30-day plan is currently 14.53 RMB, and I have seen it as cheap as 11.9. As for the yellow bike, I have never ridden it. I have only seen several yellow bikes around, so I'm not sure which app they use. The rental bikes sound great, but are there any cons? The main con is that there is a riding zone. If you lock a bike outside of the zone, you have to pay a penalty fee. The green bike fee is 5 RMB. The blue bike fee is 20 RMB. If you find a blue bike outside of the zone, you can unlock it and ride it. But if you find a green bike outside of the zone, you cannot unlock it. It becomes a neighborhood decoration. Sometimes bikes have a seat that cannot be adjusted, or the chain is off and is impossible to get back on. Here's a blue bike I rented without checking the handlebars, and one of them was missing. For this reason, make sure to check the bike before unlocking it. Adjust the seat, look at the handlebars, and make sure the chain is on. For the blue bike, I have had a lot of problems unlocking it in the dark with a QR code. They do have the option to use a flashlight, but it just whites out the QR code and the scanner cannot read it. There is one final option. You can type in the number. Now, some of these cons motivated me to buy my own bike. My school is actually 15 minutes outside of the biking zone, so I had to lock the bike and then walk 15 minutes. So I decided, why not just get my own bike? There are a range of options on Taobao. You can spend a lot of money or almost no money. The cheapest option I found was $35. So I bought the $35 bike. They sent it in a box and I had to put it together, but it was all in Chinese. And the video online was also in Chinese and moving along pretty quickly. Luckily, my apartment's receptionist helped put it together for 50 RMB. The first bike was about the same as one of the rental bikes. The kickstand was terrible and I had to tie it to keep it from dragging when I was riding. The basket was also smaller, so I had to put a corner of the bag in the basket and then use an elastic cord to tie it to the handlebars. So in the summer of 2025, I decided to get a better bike. By better, we mean more expensive. The second bike cost 754 RMB. This one also came in a box, but required less steps to put together, and I was able to do it myself without instructions. The tires are thicker and can handle bumps and bruises all over the roads. There are also 2 sets of gears for different speeds. It did come without a basket, so I had to buy one. And that brings me to another topic. What do you need to buy? Bike bags are good. You can store a poncho, your lock while riding, and tools. I also have a rope. I learned about that when I watched Boondock Saints. You want a helmet? Most Chinese people don't wear a helmet on a pedal bike. I still wear one, and I recommend you get one. You also might need a lamp if you're riding early in the morning or around the evening time. It's good to have one that's detachable, so if you decide to use a rental bike, you can use it with that bike too. And the last thing is a basket if the bike doesn't have one. Make sure you check the size and make sure it's good for your bag or whatever else you're going to be carrying. So as you can see, there are a lot of options to bike in China. Which one do you prefer? The blue bike, the green bike, the $35 bike, or the $106 bike?